Iran not seeking war with US but not afraid of it, says military chief.
Here's a summary of the article.
The head of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards has said the country is not afraid of war with the US, as the Pentagon weighs how directly to respond to the killing of 3 US military personnel in a drone attack in Jordan. The IRGC Commander-in-Chief, Major General Hossein Salami, said, "We hear some threats from American officials about targeting Iran. We tell them that you tested us and we know each other. We do not leave any threat unanswered, and we do not look for war, but we are not afraid of it. This is the well-known truth. It is expected that more Iran-backed militia in Iraq are preparing to follow the example of Kataib Hezbollah, the group blamed for the fatal drone attack on the U.S. service base on Sunday, and suspend operations against U.S. bases as they attempt to stave off an imminent American attack." On Tuesday, Kataib Hezbollah said it would halt its attacks on American forces in the Middle East. The statement may be designed as a piece of information warfare intended to make the U.S. look like the side guilty of escalating matters, if a revenge attack goes ahead. But there has also been intense political pressure from Iraq's Prime Minister, Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, urging the militia to close down the front against the U.S. A cessation of attacks on U.S. bases may reduce the huge pressure from the Republican Party on President Joe Biden to attack Iran directly. John Kirby, the White House's national security spokesperson, said the U.S. had still not identified the specific group that attacked the U.S. base, but believed the militants had Iranian backing. Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthi group said on Wednesday it would keep up attacks on U.S. and British warships in the Red Sea in what it called acts of self-defense, stoking fears of long-term disruptions to world trade.
This post received a score of 7,400, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Yeah, getting all the proxies to attack US bases over 150 times, disruption of 20% of the world's shipping, is just a bit of playful banter.
Also, let's not forget that Iranians and Iranian-backed groups killed American soldiers during the war in Iraq. Quite a few of them, actually.
They funded insurgents too with money and weapons. And #X200B.
Yep, they were heavily involved in Iraq, working with the Shiite militias and their own IRGC operatives, teams, sowing lots of chaos. Hell, they're still there.
Just time to erase them from modern warfare. Any manufacturing that is related to their military should be taken off the board.
Saddam said he wasn't afraid. Then his army was wiped out within weeks, and before long he was swinging by a rope. Sometimes it's okay, even smart, to be afraid.
Saddam was afraid after Desert Storm. He tried to back off and allow inspectors access just before the invasion, but it was too little too late. Iran is likely the same. They know they'll get their shit kicked in, but a dictator can never appear weak.
From what I understand, he didn't actually believe the US would invade. He called our bluff? In a manner of sorts. Maybe that's a better understanding than saying he wasn't afraid.
I'm genuinely curious from a military perspective how 2024 Iran and 2003 Iraq compare.
I'd argue that Iran is playing by the rules of foreign aggression. Proxies, limited attacks, and attack levels are still at harassment. Iraq played by no rules, had a large military force, and blatantly crossed red lines, chemical attacks on Kurds, and invaded Kuwait. Not excusing Bush, you really couldn't give Iraq the benefit of the doubt, as Saddam has shown anything was possible.
Saddam was the type of dictator where you could genuinely believe he was stupid enough to be trying to make nukes and lying and hiding the sites because he systematically has broken the rules before several times over. He was such an easy victim because he was so unsympathetic and easy to blame. Many people were willing to buy any story to see him swing.
Right, Saddam never had nukes and never tried to make them. Conversely, everyone seems to forget that Saddam used chemical WMDs against Iran and the Kurds. I'm perfectly fine having removed Saddam from power. It was the following shit show that I have a problem with. Edit. This is me specifying that he didn't have a nuclear program after dismantling WMD programs post-Desert Storm.
That's the bitch of it all. In one respect Saddam had to go, on the other hand he also brought a semblance of stability to the region. Everything since was from that vacuum left after Saddam.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.